Thank you. I believe it's been 3 years since I've been here, or somewhere around there. This August will mark my 5th year in the city. And time has been by, so I'm still enjoying it, even on the tough days. And so that's good. I'm going to spend my time with you. I'll kind of move through a number of things, and then we'll swing back and see if there's something you want to ask questions about. If I can answer that, do that. By way of context, if you were to step back and say, well, what is this all for? What are all the things? Why are we doing all the things that I'm hearing about in the news, media? We have to have, as an ongoing goal, to be internationally competitive. We're going to grow the city, we're going to grow the region. We have to be competitive in an international way. The regional chamber that we have goes to foreign countries every single year, trying to recruit businesses to trying to get foreign-owned businesses to expand with them. Some of those trips I have gone on with them, and others that I haven't personally gone on, but we're trying to get people to take a first or second look at the greater Cincinnati area. We want our community to be a place that people choose to come to. So we have to get out and we have to sell ourselves. At the same time, there are a number of things that are going on that are positive that don't necessarily have anything to do with city government directly, but are still contributing to the community and are vital when you think about the growth of the city and where it will grow in the next several years. So we are very encouraged by the growth that's taking place at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. They have been in a growth mode for a while and will continue. We are encouraged by the commitment that UC has made to research, which is bringing in dollars, creating jobs, helping us to grow the city. The commitment that Christ Hospital has made, and why that's important is we need to expand the city's economic pie. We watch our budget process on television every year, and we're wrestling over swimming pools, we're arguing over rec center, we're talking about health clinics. And if we're going to ever get out of that, then we've got to get more growth in the city. We've got to get more development in the city. And so we have to pay attention to that. So I'm going to touch on 3 or 4 categories and touch on some things that's going on in those categories, and then we'll swing back to the questions. So in the area of development, you're aware that the banks is fully underway. We have people actually living at the banks. There are 300 apartments in the first phase. They are 75% leased up. By the end of this year, they will be 100% leased up. Out of the people that are living at the banks, 15% of them are moving from northern Kentucky to live at the banks. That is a plus for us. We've got one small restaurant bar open and more coming this summer, and so we're working with the developer to get all of the leases signed so we can have a full area of activity down on the waterfront. Cincinnati Riverfront Park is under construction, although I gotta tell you, the amount of rain we've had this spring is making the construction a bit challenging. So we're having to sort of maneuver around that, but nevertheless it's underway. If you go to the northeastern portion of downtown, today we're looking at a big dealt with between casino developers and state government. They had a meeting about it in New York yesterday. I don't know exactly what got said in the meeting, but just from my perspective, I think too much investment has already been made for us to think that there could be a scenario where the casino doesn't get built. I just don't see any way that that could happen. So when the casino gets built, which right now, based on the delay, the soonest you would see it open is around April of 2013. So if you started today, it's probably where you would come in. So we will follow that. Some years ago, a handful of years ago, we made a major investment in our convention center. And that has enabled us to land conventions the size of which has never been in our city. So in a month, we will be hosting the LULAC convention. League of Latin American Citizens will be here. It's the largest Latino organization in the country. We've never been here before. We are spending a lot of time trying to get ready for the World Choir Games that's coming next summer. And that is a really big deal because one, that event has never been outside of Europe. So for the first time, for it to come to the United States and coming to our city is a plus for us. And if you watch the Olympics on television, these singers will be competing for gold, silver, and bronze medals, just like you see in the sports area. So we are expecting 20,000 singers. This will unfold over a 2-week period. We are expecting 200,000 visitors. They will be staying at over 30 hotels on both sides of the river. Their headquarters will be the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. And they will have a huge sort of Olympic-type village at Washington Park, which is right behind the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. So over 70 different countries will be sending people here. And as a community, we're going to need 10,000 volunteers. And so that process is underway right now. Between now and the end of this calendar year, 2011, we will have 63 more conventions and business meetings here between now and the end of the year. And that will inject $60 million into the local economy. So that's why that matters. We are also in sort of the human capital area. So I touched on development, I touched on the hospitality industry, which is part of our local economy. In terms of human capital, we are working in concert with 3CDC and the model group to redevelop the Denison Hotel, which is on Main Street. It has not had any capital